Hi everyone. I hope you can hear me and see me. Let me know in the chat. That would be awesome. So I know I'm not talking to myself. That would be a waste of time. Happy Sunday, everyone. Welcome. I'm so glad you could make it. Thank you for being here. So let me know in the chat where you're from. Thank you, Frank, for letting me know. Let me know where you're from. I'm always curious how many different continents we have today. Thank you, Rita, for letting me know. So yeah, let me know where you're from. In the meantime, my name is Yamile Yemoonyah. That's how you pronounce it. You can find me at thespiritguidemedium.com. And you can also book a one-on-one reading with me if that is something you feel called to do. There's a green button down here that you can click, and it leads you to the reading page where you can book a reading. If this is the very first time that you're attending this free reading, you will automatically get an email sent to your inbox after the reading with a discount code. So if you're interested, check your email inbox, get the discount code, and book a reading. But that's obviously not required. You can just come and get a free reading, or you can just watch. You don't have to get a reading. I can't do everyone because there's just not enough time. But even if you don't get a turn, listen to what's being said, because the spirit world knows that you're here and they will give you messages through other people's messages. It happens all the time, so don't be disappointed. You can always get something out of it. Also, if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, come on over to Crowdcast. There's a link either in the description box below or above, depending on the social network you're on. Because only here on Crowdcast you can get a reading. I can't do Facebook, YouTube, and here at the same time. So if there are any tech issues, please reload the page. That usually solves the problem. Like if you can't hear, you can't see, just reload the page. All right, so let's see. We have lots of people. Wow. Okay, so we have Michelle from Palm Desert, California. Woohoo. We have Andre. Hi, Andre. Oh, hey, Andre. I know him personally. We have Gillian from the UK. We have Laurie from Washington State. We have Salahuddin. I hope I'm saying your name right. From Atlanta, Georgia. We have Shirley. We have Frank from Arkansas. Let's see, do we have anyone who's not from the US? Yes, of course, we have Hiro from Japan. Hiro, my unofficial assistant. Thanks, Hiro. Andre from Lanzarote, which is the neighboring island where I live. And we have Nomza from South Africa. Awesome. Oh, and we have someone from the Philippines. Let's see. Anna from the Philippines. Hi, Anna. All right, so before we can get started, there are a few things that you need to know. First of all, there are a lot of different definitions out there of spirit guides. So I want to make sure we're all on the same page. And so I will share my definition of spirit guides with you. My definition is that any kind of being that is from the higher realms and that is connected to us in unconditional love and wants to help us on our spiritual path or in day-to-day life is a spirit guide. So that includes angels. It includes ancestors, the ones you knew, the ones you didn't know because they're too far back. It includes nature beings like elves, fairies, gnomes. It includes star beings, otherwise known as aliens, but aliens sounds creepy and people immediately think about scary Hollywood movies, and that's not what I'm talking about. So I call them star beings. It includes ascended masters who were once humans living here on Earth, but who left the reincarnation cycle and are now helping from the other side. It includes gods and goddesses from all cultures all around the globe. And last but not least, power animals, otherwise known as animal spirits. So any of these can come through for you today. Also, what you need to know is that they show themselves in a way that makes sense to us as human beings. lots of them, like angels, some star beings, gods and goddesses, they don't have physical bodies. They never had physical bodies. So they don't have black hair or brown eyes or anything like that. However, because they know we're humans and we have a limited we have a limited mind, and it's hard for us to understand that we can communicate with beings that are not physical, they will show themselves in a form that makes sense to us as humans. So when I do the reading for you, I usually see the being with my third eye. So that doesn't mean I see them outside of myself. I see them inside my own head. That's called subjective clairvoyance. I do sometimes see beings outside of myself, but that doesn't happen very often. And this is, by the way, how most psychics and mediums see if they're clairvoyant. There's other things, like some people don't see, they just hear or they feel things. That's a different topic. But anyway, so the same goes for names. Like angels don't really have names, or at least they don't need them. All of these beings, including us as human beings, we have like an energy field, and we have an energy frequency, and we can recognize other beings, including humans, by their energy frequency. So you can train that if you like sit at home, close your eyes, ask your friend to go outside, and then come in without you hearing. And then you have to tell, okay, you're here, you're not here. Try that a few times. It's a fun exercise, and it helps you to train your sensitivity and pay more attention to these things. Anyway, so you can feel their energy. You can feel their energy frequency. But again, they know, like most of us have a hard time doing so. And so they sometimes give us a name. They don't always give me a name, though, because sometimes they want you to really focus on developing your psychic abilities and doing exercises like the one I just mentioned. And so they won't give you a name, but sometimes they will. If I get one for you, I will tell you. If not, then know that it's really not that important. You can just like, let's say you have a wolf around you. I tell you, you have a wolf, you can just call him Wolf, or you can make up a name. Call him Freddy. He will be fine with that. It's us humans that have like this need for names. And again, sometimes they will give me one, sometimes they won't. Then also, let me see, I have my notes here. Right, so even if you know one of your guides already, it might be a different one coming through, and that's because we have a whole team. All of us, we have a whole team of spirit guides around us. And so the one you already know, you can just talk to him or her or them. And so oftentimes it's a new one that wants to come through and get your attention. But sometimes it's actually the one that you already know because they want to say hi, they want to give you some extra confirmation. And then also, and this is the most important thing that you have to know, so listen up. You will get the message that you need to hear, not the ones that you want to hear. There's a difference. So you might be thinking, should I get married to Bob or to Peter? And your guides are not so worried about that because maybe you're not going to get married to either of them. Maybe it's more time for you to focus on your career, or maybe it's time for you to focus on your health. And so they might be talking about taking business lessons. And you're like, but I want to know who I should marry. Well, they will tell you what they think is important for you. So listen up to that. And then the last thing that you need to know is how I work. So I usually close my eyes while I do the reading, and my head might go a little bit to the left because to me it feels like the energy comes from here, or the messages. And I close my eyes because it's easier for me to focus. That's really the only reason. There's nothing weird going on. Then I get the messages either through clairvoyance, like I explained earlier, like I see images, like they send me images that I see, or through claircognizance, which means that they kind of like just dump knowledge into my brain and I just know things without knowing where it's actually coming from. Well, I know it's coming from them, but it's not coming through one of the senses. And I will just tell you whatever I see, hear, feel, and whatever they want to tell you. And then when I do that, sometimes I'm not sure if something is meant like literal or symbolic, for example. And then I will ask you, does this make sense to you? Do you understand that? And then all you have to do is say yes or no, or maybe, or I don't know, but speak up so I can hear you. That's important. And yeah, that's how it works. Hero already posted about the logistics. So if this is the first time you're here and you want to get a reading, then find the Ask a Question section. It's down here, at least if you're on the laptop. It's right under the video screen, under the green button. It's called Ask a Question. Go there and type newbie. Nothing else, no questions, no extra anything, just newbie, because I need to be able to quickly go through and find people. And I will kind of like randomly pick people and hope and know that Spirit will pick the right people for me. Again, I can't get to everyone today, but if you feel called, you can book a one-on-one reading. The green button is right there. Okay, so now what we're going to do is do a quick breathing exercise and an opening prayer, and then we can get started. If you want to close your eyes with me, and just take a deep breath. And just get settled. Maybe scratch yourself, stretch if you have to, just to like be here in a moment. And then take one really deep breath in through your nose. And out through your mouth. And relax your shoulders. And take another really deep breath in through your nose. And out through your mouth. Relax your face, your forehead, your eyes, your ears, your jaw. And one last time, really deep breath in through your nose. And out through the mouth. Let go of any negative thoughts, any worries, any stress. Allow yourself to just be here in the moment and allow yourself to open up to this experience and open up to your own guides. I'm now going to call on my spirit guides to come and join us in this space and help me connect with your spirit guides. I specifically call on Archangel Michael and Brother Jaguar to come and protect this space, so only beings from the higher realms and only beings who are connected to us in unconditional love can come through. I also call on your spirit guides to come and join us and use me as a channel and medium to give you the messages that they have for you today. And so it is. Thank you. All right, when you're ready, you can open your eyes again. All right. So I'm going to go and look at the Ask a Question section and see who's here and wants a reading. And like I said, I'll do this fairly randomly. So I'll invite Deb. And I'll invite a few people at the same time. If you are on screen and if you come on screen and I'm already doing a reading, please mute yourself. I will invite Emily Lavelle. And I'll invite and please only post newbie once. You don't have to do it twice, okay? I'll invite you as well. Jasmine Williams. All right, we have someone here. Let me close that section. Hi there. You're muted. Give me a sec. Okay, nope. Now you're still muted. That's weird. No, okay. Now I can hear you. Hi, Deb.
Hello.
Hi. Hi, Jasmine. I'll do Deb first. Then I'll do All right. I can hardly see you, Deb, because the
Here.
fine. That's fine. I can do it like this. Where are you from?
I'm in Florida, originally from New York.
Okay, nice. All right, let's see what I can do for you.
Thank you.
All right, I can feel there's definitely a connection to the outdoors, but I'm not entirely sure yet. Let me see if... All right, there are actually two. Hold on. There's a lot of like background noise. Is that your place, Deb?
Yeah. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me go inside.
No problem. No problem.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's see. All right. There's actually two beings. One is a dog spirit, and I'm not entirely sure if this is a dog that you actually owned at some point who might have passed over. It's definitely a male, or if this is like like a power animal. Let me check in. I actually see lots of dogs around you. Anyway, so this is definitely yeah, this is an animal spirit. So this is like the spirit of dog that is around you. He shows himself as male, and he's telling me that you are someone who's very loyal generally, and this is true oftentimes for people who have like spirit animals, dogs as spirit animals around them. So but he's telling me like you're very loyal. You are definitely a leader type. He tells me you're not entirely aware of that, but there's a situation that is calling for your leadership, and he wants you to step up and recognize that and like really fulfill that role, because you're going to help other people with that. Plus it's gonna like you're gonna have a lot of fun doing it. So are you aware of this situation already, that somewhere like there's a situation that's calling for your leadership?
Not really. I mean, there's a couple maybes, but not anything in particular.
Okay, yeah, this doesn't have to be like a huge thing. It can be like a smaller thing, but look at the opportunities that you have right now and really like, yeah, pay attention to them and step up if you can. Let me see. He's like he said, you're a very loyal person. He says it's very important for you also to like go outside and enjoy nature. It helps you to ground yourself, because he says sometimes you lose yourself a little bit in your own head and your own thoughts. Would you understand that?
Oh yes, most definitely.
Yeah. So he says go outside, go for walks, sit by the beach or wherever you can, and just breathe and don't do anything, even if it's just like for 5 minutes. That will really help you ground yourself and see the steps that are opening up for you, the opportunities that are opening up for you, because he says sometimes you miss them because you are too much in your own head and you have like your own like plan, and you don't see the opportunities that are outside of that plan that you made for yourself. He says there will be some surprises coming, good surprises in the sense of opportunities, and that's why he's really coming through to kind of go like, wake up, there's like some good stuff coming. Yeah, pay attention.
Okay.
Let's see. There's also a little gnome around you. That's why I was confused in the beginning. This gnome is around you. Let me see if I can get a name. His name is Tom. So he says his name is actually longer, but like Tom is fine. So he says he's with you right now. Have again opportunities that are coming your way, and he wants to help you manifest them, because it will be something that it's an opportunity to build something, to create something. So it will take some work. You will have to put some energy in it, and invest some of your time, energy into it to build this, whatever it is. And he is there to help you with that, because gnomes and generally like nature spirits are great when it comes to manifesting things, and gnomes are generally awesome when it comes to money. So be happy that he's around and really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Let me see. But he says, like, he's laughing and he says, like, but we're also very hard workers. So this is not like you're going to win the lottery. This is something that, an opportunity that you have to take and really put some effort into it.
Okay.
He also says you might not recognize it right away that it's like a bigger thing, because it doesn't start as a big thing. It's just something that comes along, and you could say yes, you could say no, say yes, and then things will progress from there.
Okay.
And the dog that is with you, or at least the way he shows himself, he's like mid-size, black and white, short fur, floppy ears, dog. Let me see if he wants to give you a name. No, he doesn't want to give you a name, and he's actually giving me a reason. He says that because he's not one particular dog, he's like the spirit of dog. He doesn't want you to see him too much as like one particular dog. He wants you to realize that, like, basically this is a like collective of spirits. So that's why he doesn't want to give you a name. But he says, like, you can just call him in as like, let me see. Yeah, just dog. So he says, like, if you need to like talk to him, just say like, hey, dog, as if it was a name. That's good enough for him. And he's definitely also around you as a protection spirit. He says there are some reasons from your past that sometimes you feel unsafe. Would you understand that?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he says he's around you, and he's like watching out for you, so you can feel safe. So know that you have a protector. Yeah, and that's all they have for you today.
Great. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I hope that made sense to you, and definitely pay attention to these opportunities that are coming your way.
Thank you. I will, definitely. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. All right. Let's see. We have Jasmine. Let me unmute you. Hi, Jasmine.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. Where are you from?
I am from Kentucky.
Okay, awesome. I don't think I've ever been there. I'll have to put that on my list.
It's very pretty. It's really pretty.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. All right, let me see what I can do for you. All right, Jasmine, you also have two beings around you. There's, first of all, an ancestor spirit. This one is not a specific spirit that you know. It's more like, just like with the dog, this is like the, let's say, one of your lineages. How do I say this? Like, it's kind of like one spirit that represents an entire lineage. So, and then you also have an angel around you. So let me see which one of the two wants to go. All right, so there's a male angel with you. He's telling me right away that he's your guardian angel. He's also telling me that he works under Archangel Michael. So yeah, definitely a guardian angel. He's wearing armor, and it's darker armor, like dark gray. He also has like a lance that he holds, like a lance. He has blue eyes, but darker skin.
Oh.
And let me see if I can get a name. All right, he says its name is Jerome.
Okay.
Okay, let's see what he has to say. All right, he's talking about you holding back. Like you're not, there's a situation in your life and it feels like it has to do with like work or something that you're working towards when it comes to jobs, work, vocation, your calling. And he says you're holding back because you're torn between like doing the sensible thing and like doing what you actually want to do. Would you understand that?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he says you don't have to like go full like 100% into what you actually want to do, because for you it's important to feel safe. So find a way to like feel safe by doing something that makes sense and like brings in money, for example, but do not give up on the other thing. Like pursue that path as much as you can without feeling like unsafe or like putting yourself into like precarious situations. But do not give up on that dream. Definitely pursue it, because this is your future and you're gonna help people with this. This is why you're here. So go for it. Put some, just like with Deb, put some like effort into it, invest in it with your energy, your time, whatever it takes. He says he's definitely going to help you, fulfill your purpose here on Earth. And he's going to show you the way. Like, and he's going to, because there will be sometimes some decisions that you will have to make. And sometimes you will have to decide, okay, do I go with like what pays the rent? Do I have to go with what I really feel in my heart? And he will give you signs to help you really believe in yourself and believe in your calling. And he wants to know if you have a question about that.
I don't. I've been getting nothing but affirmation literally 1 week after the other for the past 4 weeks. So this is great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm glad I can be like one of the people to give you affirmations for that.
Yes, thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Now I'm a little bit curious. So what is it, what you want to do?
So
if you want to share.
Yeah, it's fine. Over the past year and a half, I've been interested. Well, it started off with dreams, wanting to communicate through dreams. And that's evolved into really wanting to understand how we communicate with one another and how we connect with one another and the ways that we do that. And so I was introduced I started dabbling into Egyptian hieroglyphics last year. And using oracle cards with the hieroglyphics. And so it's just been opening up one door after another. So I'm about to delve into a school for Egyptian mysteries in January. So that's
Nice.
the path that I'm currently going to be on. And then I think there's going to be something with gardening and herbs, but I'll find a way to weave that in somehow. So
yes, that makes sense, by the way, because I also saw this ancestor, and it was definitely very much about going back to like the honoring the earth, honoring your ancestors, that kind of stuff. So I want to give you that as well.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Thank you for coming. All right, let's see who else is here. We have a lot more people here, so I'll try to get a few more people in. Let me scroll down a little bit. How about Anna? I'm going to invite you on screen. And then I think it's Diki. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. You will have to tell me. I'm inviting you on screen. And there we have someone already. Let's see who it is. Hi, Anna.
Hi.
Hi. And you're from the Philippines, right?
Yes.
Was it you? Yes. Awesome. Where in the Philippines are you?
Come again?
Where in the Philippines are you from?
Oh, in Metro Manila.
Ah, okay. I haven't been to Manila. I've only been to Cebu City.
Oh.
I lived there for like 2 or 3 months a few years ago.
Oh, for a temporary stay?
Yeah. But I really loved it. I really like the Philippines. All right, let me see what I can do for you. And then after that, I'll come to you. All right, so let's see. All right, so I have a mermaid here for you, and that's really exciting. I haven't seen any mermaids lately. Let me see. She's definitely female, and she does show herself a little bit like in a Disney sense. She actually has red hair, a little bit like Ariel, and she has like this, the tail and everything. Okay, so she's talking about she wants you to pay more attention to yourself, do more self-care, and do some thinking about what it means to you to be female. What does it mean to you? What does being female mean to you? And how do you want to express that or not? Okay, sorry, it's really loud on your side, so I'm gonna mute you, and I will just unmute you when I have a question. So okay, she's a little bit unclear, so let me see if I can get her closer. Okay, so this is very much about like beauty, but not just in the sense of like beauty, like nice hair and nail polish and that kind of stuff, but beauty, like what does beauty mean to you? What does being a female mean to you? How can you express that? How can you express it like in a strong way? How can you be proud of like your like feminine side? How can you use that energy, that feminine energy, to create the things you want to create, attract the things that you want to attract? She says, and she also says this is true for lots of people around the world. Like we see, like especially for women who or people who identify as women, like we are taught to manifest things and go after our dreams in a masculine way, in the sense of like the goal is over there and we have to go there and we have to fight our way over there and then grab the prize. But she says there's this other way, like the feminine way, and that's more like you attract things to you. And this is something we are not taught. This is something that most people don't know how to do. And she says it's important for you to understand this principle, because for you it's much easier to manifest things this way than the other way around. So I'm gonna unmute you again. So does this make sense to you so far?
What about it?
Sorry, I didn't get that. Can you repeat that, Anna?
Yes.
Okay. So she says like it's important for you to definitely meditate, because with meditation we kind of like learn to open up, and that's part of this process, like opening up so that things can come to us. She also says it's very important for you like to be around water. Thank God you live in the Philippines. But also like have water like in your house. Let's say have a bowl of water or have a mini fountain or something that like so you have water around you. She says the water is important for you because it absorbs things from the atmosphere that you want to let go of. Or that you don't need. And then, so have that bowl of water, have it in your bedroom or in the room that you're most in, living room, whatever it is. And then empty it out every 3 days, at least. And that will really clear the air for you. And clearing the air for you is important because it will clear like your energy body. Like being around and in water helps you clear your energy body. And clearing your energy body helps you like to manifest things by attracting them. She also says look into like some of the female goddesses. I don't know too many goddesses, but from the Philippines. But look into like female goddesses that represent beauty, that represent femininity, like Venus or what's her name? Ojun from the Orishas. Maybe Kuan Yin, like these kinds of goddesses. Look into them, read a little bit about them, because that's the energy that's like trying to develop inside of you. Let me see if she has a name for you. Safia. So I'll write that down in the chat for you. So that's her name. Yeah, and that's all she has for you today. And I hope this helps you. So definitely do the meditations, because I have a feeling that if you do this, like your life will become much easier, and it will be much easier for you to manifest things and get the things that you want in your life.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right. And now we come. Oops, I have to unmute you. Hi there.
Hi.
So tell me, how do I pronounce your name?
It's Deke. D-E-K-E. Deke.
Okay, yeah. Got it. So where are you from?
I am from USA, Oklahoma, USA.
Okay, awesome. So let's see who's here for you. I don't know yet who's here, but I can feel it's definitely like you're very connected to the warrior spirit. And I think you're aware of that. Would that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I can definitely see like I see a color around you, which is red, which makes sense with the warrior spirit and all that. And there's a lot of red around you. I can also see, this is a little bit hard for me because I don't know too much about this Orisha, but I see an Orisha around you, and I think it's Shango. And I know he's connected to like the warrior spirit and red, so that would make sense. Let me see. All right. He says that when you were younger, it was like you already had this warrior spirit and you have a lot of energy. And he says that when you were younger, sometimes you would channel that energy, maybe not in the right directions. Would that make sense to you? Do you understand that?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And he says like, but over the last few years, you kind of like got yourself together, and now you're channeling this energy actually into some kind of like creative work. Let me see. And also, yeah, into some creative work, and also, yeah, into what you really want in life. So you're becoming much more, or you have become much more conscious about who you are, where you want to go, and how you can like use your own energy and how to manage your own energy. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. So do you do any creative work?
Um, actually, I play basketball, and I play the position where I have to create a lot off of the dribble and things like that. And I also play music.
Okay. Yes. Okay. That makes sense. So let's see. Yeah, so he really wants you to like do some research and read about him, learn more about him. And I'll type his. Do you know who I'm talking about when I say the Orishas and Django?
No, I have no
Okay.
idea.
Okay, I'll write it down for you, no problem.
Okay.
So there's different spellings, but if you like Google this, you will find more about it. So definitely do some research about the Orishas in general and this one in particular, and read about like what this Orisha stands for, because it will make sense to you.
Okay.
Then
Thank you
also
so
he
much.
says like, oh wait, I'm not done. He also says
Okay.
like focus is very important for you. Like he says your focus has become way better, but there's still a little bit of work to do when it comes to focus. He says sometimes you get like distracted.
Mhm.
And he says the more focused you are, the more powerful you will become, because you have a lot of energy. You have a lot of like, yeah, power that you can put into things. And it's important that you are able to give 100% to one thing at a time. Like you don't have to do that all the time, obviously, but like if you decide, okay, I want to like pursue this, like basketball, music, whatever it is, then really focus on it and give it 100%, because that will make you much happier than if you gave it like 80% and 20% go to things that are actually not that important, that are maybe just things that, I don't know, like society wants for you or your friends want. And it's not something that you actually want. You just do it because that's what you do. And he's also saying, don't forget like that you have like this very powerful energy. Not everyone has that. Don't use it to like steamroll other people. And
Mhm.
be aware of it, that like because you have this powerful energy, it can come across as like being a lot, like and some people will go like, whoa, hold on, like, and you're not even like trying to do anything, you're not like trying anything mean, it just comes over like that because it's a lot. And he says like be aware of that. So sometimes like people who are like sensitive to strong energies, you have to tone it down a little bit just to like reach them and not scare them, and just be aware of that. That's really all. So they understand like you're not like trying to like steamroll them or whatever. So let's see what else. Yeah, there's one more thing. This is a little bit more personal, so I'm trying to say it in a way that I don't have to like
Uh-oh.
No, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just like I mean, there's lots of people watching, so I don't want be careful with the ladies. Let's say it like this. Or be careful with like your the people that are attracted to you in some way. And I think when I say that, do you understand what I'm saying? So do you understand this? Okay, then that's enough. All right. So I hope this really helps you. And thank you for coming. And definitely do some research into like this Orisha, because there's a strong connection.
Oh, cool.
All right.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.
Bye.
All right, let's see. We can do maybe 2 or 3 more people. All right, let's go with Shannon. Did we do, oh God, now of course I forgot who we did. I don't think I invited Jillian yet, so I'm gonna invite you. We're gonna invite Amia. I hope I'm saying your name right. All right, so let's see, there's someone here. Oh, it says waiting for Shannon to reconnect. Okay, well, I'll invite some more people until she comes back. Or he, I don't even know. I think I invited Emily already, but I'll try again. Okay, we have someone here. Hi, Jillian.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great, thank you. You?
Where are you from?
The Isle of Man, it's called, the UK.
Ah, yes, okay, got it. All right, let's see what I can do for you. All right, there's an angel here for you. It's a female angel. And she shows herself in a very classic, classic in a Christian sense way. Like she's blonde with like curly hair, and she's wearing a long white gown, and she has big white wings. And she even has like a little golden halo. Right, and she's telling me that you have 2 sides to you. Like you have a very traditional side, then family is important and traditions are important, but you also have a little more a rebellious side that likes to explore and party and have fun and do new things. And so, yeah, you have these two sides in you. Does that make sense to you so far?
Very much.
Okay. Now let's see why she's telling me all this. By the way, her name is Anna. Anna Lee. Okay, she was like, because I said Anna, and she was like, no, Anna Lee.
Okay.
She says, part of your purpose here in life is to bring innovation to tradition. That's why you have these two sides. So it's important that you stay connected with both of these sides. So don't try to decide, like, should I go with the traditional part? Should I go with the rebellious part? You're both. Honor both. In fact, you do have ancestors. I mean, we all have ancestors around us, but like your ancestors are here as well. And they're saying you're actually kind of like working for them in the sense that you bring new life to your ancestor lineage. So by living out like your more like rebellious side and like party side, you come in contact with energies that are not part of like your soul family yet, or your biological lineage yet, and you bring this in, and that way like this lineage becomes rejuvenated. They get new insights, new input, new ideas, and that's very important for them. And so they're very happy that you're doing this for them. And your angel and your ancestors are saying, so when you feel like you want to go out and like try something new, let's say you want to go to Australia for a year or whatever, go for it. You will have their full support. So if you want to, like I said, Australia, but like if you feel you want to go on an adventure, you want to try something new, as long as it's like healthy for you, as long as it's not dangerous for you or anything like that, go for it. And you will be supported. But don't forget to like kind of like bring it back into the fold in the sense of like share what you learned, what you saw, what you experienced with family and with friends that are more like on the traditional side, because it will help them. It will like, you can show them the world through your eyes, and it really, helps them. Let's see. She wants to know if you have a question.
I've been looking at a new hobby, and I'm wondering whether I should follow it.
What is it?
What is it? Well, I've been looking at being a little bit more spiritual.
Let's see.
Tarot cards. I've been looking at tarot cards, and yeah, it's only been for a couple of days, but I'm quite interested in them.
Yeah, definitely go for it.
Right.
Definitely go for it. Take that step. If it's tarot cards that you're interested right now, go for the tarot cards. There is more to come. This is just the first step. This is part of what they were talking about, that you go out into the world and like explore things that maybe like the past generations in your family haven't explored.
Right.
But if you go down that like spiritual path, the ancestors that have in your ancestral lineage that have worked with the spiritual world, and every family has people in their lineage that have done these kinds of things. We all have witches, shamans, mediums, etc. in our lineages if we go back far enough. So the ones that have done this kind of work in the past will be at your side and will help you with this as well, because that is one of the things that you bring back like into the lineage, because this is it has been a pretty long time in this specific lineage that someone has looked into this, and so you you bring it back in, and they're very happy about that.
Okay, that's thank you.
And also your angel saying look specifically into angel cards.
Angel cards. Yeah,
Angel,
that makes
like
sense.
Angel oracle cards.
Yeah.
And this is a
Okay,
tip from
thank
me
you.
personally. Maybe look into Kyle Gray. Do you know him?
Yeah. No, I've no.
Okay, so Kyle Gray is he works with angels. He has some oracle, like angel oracle decks. They are published by Hay House. So maybe look into that. Maybe one of those cards will speak to you. I have a feeling that you might like it. All right,
thank you.
awesome. I hope this helps. All right, enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, we just had someone else, but she disappeared. Not sure what happened. Nope, not coming back. Okay, we'll do one more, but a quick one. Let's see. Let's try Brandy. Okay, Brandy, I invited you. Let's see if you're gonna come up. Otherwise, I'll do one more person, but I can really only do one reading. So whoever comes, oh, there's someone. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Where are you from, Brandy?
I'm in Michigan.
Awesome. All right, let's see what I can do for you. All right, this one's pretty clear and very quick. I guess they were listening to me. You have a star being around you. And I don't know if you know this or if you have ever heard about this, but you're a star seed, which means that you haven't always lived on Earth. You have had other lives in different star systems. I'm not getting specifics where this has been right now, but let me see what your star being looks like. All right, this one actually looks a little bit like a gray. So the ones with the big heads and the big eyes. And he's okay. I call him he. He says he's not either male or female, but it's fine if I call him he. So he says you have a very inquisitive mind. You kind of like have a, I want to say scientific mind, but not in a traditional sense. So you might not be interested in science at all, but your mind, like how your mind works, is scientific in the sense of like you like to understand how things work, or you want to take things apart, or do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so does that make sense to you?
All of it, yes.
Okay, yep. Awesome. And he's telling me that this is like, you are one of the people, one of the starseeds that came here to observe a lot. So you observe a lot, you look at things, you feel a little bit distant from most other humans. You like to not get too involved, especially when it comes to like drama. And it always feels a little bit to you like there is like almost like a wall between, like a see-through energetic wall between you and other people. You felt this even more when you were younger, but yeah, as if you're like, as if you have like I don't know what you call this, like an ant colony, and you're watching the only you're watching like humans and life. Would you understand that?
Yes, like from the outside. Yes.
Yeah, a little bit like from the outside, exactly. But this is, he says, like, don't worry about this. Like, this is part of who you are, because that's why you came. You're, like I said, you're a little bit like an observer, and everything that you see as being like stored in your mind, but it's also transmitted to like your, yeah, like this being that we're talking to right now, and other beings that are connected to you, who are part of your soul family. And your soul family is not just human, like it includes like this being and others. And you're bringing like this information to them automatically. And that's like a huge service that you're doing to them. He says also, don't worry if people think you're a little bit like different or weird or even crazy. That's just because they don't understand like that you are just not like them, like literally not like them. And he says, just stick with the people that like you the way you are, and don't worry about anyone else. He says you've become much better at that anyway, to like be like, I don't care about like what other people think. You used to be way more sensitive about this, but it's yeah, it's gotten better. But he says, like, again, like, don't listen to other people, don't worry about them, just stick with the people that love you anyway for who you are, and you'll be fine. And he wants to know if you have a question about this.
Yeah, I think what I want to know is if I am with the right people, if I'm sticking with the right people right now.
Some yes, some no. So let me see if I can get this clearer. He says there are two people that are definitely by your side that you can absolutely trust. There are a few people, well, I don't want to say a few. There are people a little bit further out that you're not sure about. And just like you would with like usually like when you start a friendship or whatever, just keep like watching them, hang out with them a little bit. But if they start like doing things that don't feel right, then just break it off. Don't even go any further, because it's not like there's no benefit in it for you. But just like yeah, give it time to check people out, give it time to develop friendships, and don't rush it. But there are definitely two people that are very much on your side. Would you know like who that is? I mean, you don't have to tell me, just for yourself.
Yes, I think so. Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can definitely trust these two. And maybe if you're not sure about like others, ask these two if they know the same people, what they think.
Okay.
All right,
All right,
awesome.
Great.
I hope this
Thank
supports
you so much.
You're very welcome.
It does. It really does. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. All right, bye. All right, guys, that's it for this week. Fast. I hope you enjoyed it, even if you didn't get a reading this time. If you didn't, you're welcome to come back next time. You can also type like newbie again, as long as it's, if you've never had a reading. If you've had one once, then please don't try again, because there are so many people that would like one. Also, again, like there's the green button if you're interested, if you feel called to do a full one-on-one reading, a private one. you can click that button. And if this is the very first time that you're here, you will also get an email with a discount code that you can use. Then if you have any questions, feel free to join my Facebook group. It's called Spirit Guide School. So that's spiritguideschool.com. You can type that in and it will redirect you to the Facebook group, spiritguideschool.com. It's free. You can ask questions there. There's like, I think 1,800 people that are also interested in spirit guides. So you can share, learn from each other. And if you have a specific question for me, please tag me because I might otherwise not see it. There's a lot going on. And I think that's it for today. So enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for coming, and I'll see you soon. All right. Bye, guys.